Hey everyone, this is Shalini Joshi Amdagni, and in this video the topic is minding the bully in your mind. Now, the mind can be a wonderful thing. We know that. We have YouTube thanks to the mind. We have all kinds of things that science has accomplished, that has made our lives better, healthier, and richer in all areas. And yet, the mind can also be a really big bully if we don't mind the mind. Research has shown that we think 60,000 plus thoughts a day, and most of those thoughts are negative. And the thing is that we generally don't pay attention to all the thoughts we're thinking because it's happening automatically. Unless we are consciously focused on an activity, like right now I'm making this video, so my mind is focused on creating this video. Unless it's specifically focused, if it's left to its own, it just goes on a tangent, and it just it just rambles and rambles about anything and everything that doesn't matter. And often it is saying things, not nice things to us. It's telling you what you should be doing, what you haven't done enough, or it's beating you up about something. And what I've personally experienced over and over again is that the mind never encourages you, it never cheers you on, and it never really has anything nice to say to you. And I've been really playing with this, this bully mind a lot these days, especially starting from when I published my book, Instant Pain Relief. The link is somewhere here. You can go check it out. It's a book on releasing pain, emotional pain, chronic physical pain, and teaching you the tool EFT, Emotional Freedom Techniques, also known as tapping, to release and clear the stress, the pain, the past, and all the emotional wounds. And so once I published this book, it was a big goal of mine, it was a big dream of mine, and I published it, and it became a bestseller on Amazon in the holistic medicine category, and it stayed as a bestseller for 2 weeks, which was amazing. And I had the biggest dream was for me that I publish it and my dad holds it in his hand. My dad is 88 at this as I make this video, and all of that happened, and I was thrilled and I was so happy. And very soon, that I found that even though I had accomplished a very dear dream of mine, the mind never said anything good. And as I would sit by myself or do random tasks, work, the mind would say, yeah, you've got the book, but look at your website. And nobody's going to buy the book because your website doesn't look fresh, it doesn't look updated, you did it 7-8 years ago, and it looks like crap, and you're not doing enough, you should be doing more, you should be promoting it more, and you should be doing this, that, the other. And I live right now, I'm making this video from my house in this city, Bangkok city, but mostly I am in my upcountry house, which is just nature. There's a beach nearby, and I love being in nature. And my mind would say, why are you wasting your time? You're spending your time here in nature, and you're just being lazy, and you should be doing more, you should be promoting more, you should be doing networking events, and gosh, you're losing out, you're just not doing enough, you're wasting your time, you're wasting your life. And that was a time I really realized how enslaved we are to our minds. And I would wake up not feeling good. I would wake up feeling anxious. And I realized it's because I feel like I'm doing something wrong all the time. I'm just not doing enough all the time. I should be doing more and I should be doing this. And I went for a walk and I realized my mind never says anything positive. And I realized that, my life is pretty beautiful. I love living in the upcountry side. I love being in nature. I love feeling grounded. I love taking my dogs for a walk. I love going for a walk with my husband every night, which we do when I'm in the upcountry. And pretty much, like, my kids are settled in New York. My parents are alive and healthy, and I am very grateful for my life right now. Sure, there's a lot of things to improve. Sure, there's many other things to accomplish and goals and whatever, but I am happy right now, and my mind won't let me enjoy my present, my whatever I'm experiencing, the joy of being in nature. There was always a sense of anxiety, feeling like I'm wasting my time instead of enjoying it. And ever since then, I started an activity which I hadn't done. I tap a lot. I clear negative feelings that I feel, but I started doing a mind. I took a book and I write down everything my mind says. And so I started writing mind says, and I will write down all the crap that it spits out at me, and I'll write it until it has nothing else to spit out. And I'll look at those thoughts and I'll be horrified. But the next day I'll write another page and see what it says, and it never has anything nice to say. And so now I feel like I have begun minding my mind just by observing silently, like a detective, and saying, what is it saying? Because I feel uneasy, I feel this anxiety, and then I'll write it down, and realizing that it's never going to say anything nice. So why are you enslaved to what it says? And why can't you be fully present and enjoy what you have? And so I call it out, and I say, okay, this is what you said today. This is what you're saying this evening. This is what you're saying right now. You have nothing nice to say. I'm not listening to you. And I started feeling more in charge of not only just minding the mind, but just feeling better as I'm more present in my life. And if I'm not working or whatever I'm doing, I feel a lot better calling the mind out and knowing the way it enslaves me. And so it is so important to mind that bully in your mind, and most of us just allow it to run our lives, and just saying little affirmations in the morning, and just like test it for yourself. Like, go experience it and sit down and see what your mind says. And you can say those affirmations in the morning, or you can say the affirmations at night, but we have 24 hours in a day. And what is the mind saying on the times that you're not working, not focused, and not saying those affirmations? It's spitting out crap, and it's affecting you mentally, emotionally, in your relationships, your physiology. Everything is getting impacted by it. So I wanted to make this video to share that with you and invite you to sit with your mind and see what it says, and instead of being enslaved to what it says, become its minder, so that you can call it out and you don't have to live your life from this place of fear and worry and anxiety, because that's all it does. It'll tell you worries about the future, it'll tell you shit about the past, and it just won't allow you to be. So I hope you'll give it a go, write it out, and of course, if it's still bothering you, you can use emotional freedom techniques, EFT tapping, to see what you're feeling as it says all those things, and then tap, even though I feel blah, 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 blah. I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself, and clear out by the tapping process. You can check it out in the videos. And if you're watching this video in any other social platform, I have a YouTube channel, EFT with Shalini, where I show you how to use EFT and how you can use it to clear the negative emotions and feelings so that you feel clear and you feel peace and you feel clarity. So check out the link for the tapping videos and be sure to mind the bully in your mind. And I hope that was helpful. I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.